Welcome back. Now, today I want to talk about why liars struggle with unexpected questions. Now, I've often said this, I don't care how well prepared someone is, they cannot possibly pre-anticipate every question that I'm likely to ask them. And the reason is you have to prepare if you're going to lie. Now, most people prepare for obvious questions, the questions they think are coming, the questions they've already rehearsed in their head. But what happens when the question comes out of nowhere? That's where things can get interesting. Hi, I'm Steve Van Apperen, and today we're looking at why unexpected questions can sometimes reveal more than expected answers themselves. Before we start, no single behaviour proves deception on its own. We always look for patterns across multiple behaviours and the surrounding context, of course. Now, let's get into it. Imagine somebody tells you they're attending a wedding. Seems simple enough. Now imagine asking what colour were the tablecloths, or what song was playing when you walked in, or who was sitting to your left. Suddenly the conversation changes. Why? Because unexpected questions require genuine recall. You can't always rely on a prepared answer. Researchers such as Albert Fridge have written extensively about cognitive load, the mental effort required when people are managing information, especially when they're attempting to maintain a fabricated account. Now, because the prepared story often focuses on the main events, the headline, the central narrative, but life isn't just headlines. Life is full of details, unexpected details, peripheral details, and that's where unexpected questions become very useful. I've used them throughout my career. Let's look at another example. Imagine somebody says, I spent the entire afternoon at a cafe. Okay, now ask, what was the first thing you noticed when you walked in, providing they hadn't been there? Interesting question, isn't it? Because now the person has to move beyond the prepared narrative. They have to access memory or create an answer. Now again, this isn't a trap, and it's certainly not proof of deception. Truthful people forget things, and truthful people become nervous. Truthful people sometimes say, I have no idea. That's perfectly normal. The important thing isn't whether somebody remembers, it's how they respond to the unexpected question. Let's look at another example. Imagine someone says, I attended a business meeting. Now ask, who arrived last? Or where were you sitting? Or what happened just before the meeting started? Notice what these questions have in common. They're unexpected. They're not challenging the story. They're exploring it. And that's what makes them very powerful. Researchers in investigative interviewing have long understood that memory retrieval often works differently from storytelling. A truthful person may pause, think, and genuinely search through their memory. A deceptive person may have to do something else, create information, maintain consistency, and protect the original narrative, even if it's false or made up. That's a very, very different task and a difficult one. Let's look at one final example, I should say. Imagine someone says, I was at the football game. Now you might ask, what happened during halftime? Not a difficult question really, but not an expected one either. And sometimes it's the unexpected questions that reveal the most, because they move people away from the rehearsed answers and closer to genuine memory. So let's recap. Watch for responses to unexpected questions, ability to expand naturally, genuine memory searching, new details that emerge, and how somebody handles information they didn't actually prepare for. Because sometimes the most revealing answer comes after the question nobody saw coming. Some of the reference used today are Albert Fridge, Detecting Lies and Deceit, Cognitive Load Theory, Investigative Interviewing Research. Now, if you found this video useful, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and share the video with someone who you think needs to see it, because once you understand human behaviour, you start hearing truth very differently.